All right, we are live. Sorry about that earlier. I don't know if you guys were hopping on with me, but I was having some technical difficulties. I actually bought I bought a mic a little bit ago, and I was trying to actually put it in use, but I was running out of like USB ports, so I'm gonna have to go with the Logitech webcam mic. Anyway, welcome. If you're joining me, and I see that actually I have one person there, my good buddy. If you can hear me, welcome. If you're joining me live, welcome. If you're joining me after the fact, on the repeat, I wanted to say thank you for dropping by. And this is my third ever weekly Wednesday live cast. And so I feel great. Again, I came in from rucking earlier today. I know it was a little bit of overcast over here in California, but so it didn't make it a really nice walk. But it was nice nonetheless. I feel good, and so I am here to chat with you about my progress, and just things that are just happening in my life with this whole um, just uploading as a brand new YouTuber. Hopefully, getting a little bit of skip on my live cast here, so hopefully it's still recording, and hopefully you can still um, see me. But we'll just see how this goes. All right. So, so basically, as you can probably see, my actual like my thumbnail, I kind of went on this trend, and also the title of the video, which is basically why quit before you start. So I the reason why I wanted to post this weekly update was because I already started. And if you've been following my live cast, it's basically talking about me uh, figuring out what I want to provide for you guys, figuring out what you guys maybe like, what I can actually answer in terms of the questions you may have, and in terms of answers I can possibly provide. But I also wanted to talk about the trend that's actually going around right now. That I've actually been watching a lot of videos on why bigger YouTubers are quitting, and I actually had a discussion with a good buddy um, just a few days ago about this whole thing about why bigger YouTubers are actually quitting. It seems to be actually a big trend right now, and I, I also even watched some videos in terms of people that are actually watch these videos of people that are of YouTubers that are quitting, and actually commenting and trying to figure out the reasons why they're quitting, or giving their input, or their just their input on why they're quitting. So I actually wanted to just kind of jump on here and just kind of talk about that too, because again, if you've been following my live cast, I basically told you that I actually started in 2006, and now I'm just now starting. I'm now starting my venture in terms of what I want to provide for you all out there. And so it kind of begs the question, well, why is everybody quitting? Like, why is everybody that's out there quitting? And or should this be discouraging to the smaller YouTube content providers? The answer is I don't think so, because I think that YouTube is just a broad platform for anybody that's out there that has a voice, that has a possibility of sharing good content. It's never going to be going away, and I think that um, a lot of it stems with because I actually was watching a lot of other smaller YouTubers just like myself that actually have a better traction than me. They have a couple thousand subscribers, definitely more than me, but they bring a little bit of encouragement to the table because they talk about how they've discovered in their research and watching these videos, and such as that people are quitting because I think they're one, yeah, it's consuming them. They're kind of getting burnt out in the game. but also I think the main reason was they wanted to actually a little bit of their passion was fading, but because the main reason was because they wanted to get back to the very first or very start of um, the reason why they started YouTube anyway. And I mean, you're talking about a lot of these YouTubers that have been around for 5, 10, 50, 20 years. And through the midst of them actually growing their channel and turning it actually into a YouTube business, they've actually started uh, building families uh, in terms of getting married, having kids. Um, and so their whole lives kind of centered around this as being a job and as being a just a way of life for them. So I think it stemmed back to the fact that they wanted to just sometimes either quit or take a step back because they wanted to pay a little bit more attention on their families. And that's rightfully so. I totally get it. Um, and a lot of people are just trying to actually bring it back because they wanted to put a little bit more passion into it because they felt like their passion was fading. So I totally get it. Being a small YouTuber and me just kind of getting started on this track, um, I'm obviously not going to let that discourage me. I'm going to keep going. And like I said, I'm having a great time doing it right now. So this is my third ever live cast. And so as I begin to grow my persona, my channel of who I am, I hope that you guys will just come along and just stick with me. And so hopefully I can actually answer some questions you may have in terms of something out in the world that you may have a question about that I am going to be able to provide in my niche. And again, it stems back to my bullet point, scaling back. Should I scale back? And that's been a question that has been kind of developing for the last couple of weeks now. And so I'm now on my third, going on the fourth week in terms of posting and just trying to discover myself in terms of these shorts that I'm posting. And so it's been a crazy ride, been a really crazy ride, and it's been pretty awesome to say the least. So I mean, in my title, it's like why quit before you start. I'm definitely not quitting, um, and I haven't even started. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of like uh, a newbie veteran, if you will. I mean, I've been around since 2006, but again, off and on, posting off and on. But now I plan to get a little bit more serious in terms of serious is kind of like a uh, I kind of use that word loosely because it's like serious fun, right? It's going to be serious, but it's also going to be fun for me until it's not. And I hope it's not the latter. I hope it becomes just fun and as I keep going and growing my channel here. So has it been addictive? Yes, it's been very addictive. Now, I put that on my bullet points here because I wanted to talk about the word when I use it in the word or the terminology of addictive, posting shorts, posting videos, is addictive because uh, um, addictive in this sense or addictive in any sense can mean that you have to. You have to have something. You have to have this. You have to have it to keep going. And um, I know right now the addiction of wanting to post videos is very strong and very fun, but I also take that with a light heart and just kind of grain of salt in terms of using that term. And I just don't want to throw that around because it's like, okay, if I keep posting videos and it becomes an addiction because I'm having fun, will it become like will I lose all steam and lose the actual terminology or the actual definition of why I post these videos? Probably, because I don't want that burnout to come. I don't want that. I want this to be really incredibly fun for me and for you as just a YouTube family that you guys come to my channel to learn a thing or two, and hopefully I can provide that thing or two to you. So I've decided, to keep going in terms of scaling back. I gave myself the challenge of actually posting for the first month. And if you saw my other smaller short on what my niche is and my challenges, I gave myself, okay, I'm going to post one a week. Little did I know I would actually post way more, okay, way more than I was going to actually, provide. So with that being said, I think that after the after coming into February, I'm going to scale it back a little bit more. Maybe actually stick to the plan and maybe post a couple a week, maybe even one, and try to figure out my game plan. Try to figure out um, actually my actual schedule and what content I want to provide and shoot out on specific days. Just so, and the reason for that is because um, I want to concentrate more on my long form video, just more of like enriching content that's over a minute that I can really dive into and really provide some detailed information and some helpful information in my long form videos as well. And the reason why I do these live casts too is so I can give you this face and to the name and the voice to the face. So you can actually understand who I am and where I'm coming from. So like when you actually see my actual edited videos, like you'll be asking like, well, who is this guy? Well, here I am. So, um, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly come on here and just kind of give you an update and just as we just kind of grow together as you guys coming onto my channel, um, what I can really provide for you. Now, I actually wanted to bring up a little hashtag that we've been throwing around with some buddies of mine. It's DW. It's hashtag DWYCWWYG. Do what you can with what you got. Okay, do what you can with what you got. Okay, now this is an important term for me, and it's going to be floating around on the internet. And heck, it's already kind of sort of floating around. It hasn't even really made a name for itself, I don't think. At least I've kind of like searched for it, but a lot of my channel is going to be that. A lot of my channel is going to be like I'm actually on an older system, an older Mac, if you didn't know, and I'm hoping in the future I can actually get some income to buy some newer equipment. Okay, now this camera that you see me on, it's okay. It's a Logitech. It's like I spent a few bucks on it, not very much, but I did a little bit of research and it's okay. The quality's okay. I have a little bit. I have a nice mic down here, which is obviously not working. Hopefully next week it'll be working and she'll get better audio, just because I've had a little bit of issues. But the reason why I bring up do what you can with what you got is because I am right now being a content provider doing what I can with what I got. Now, is my content going to be better in the future? That's definitely the hope here. Is my visuals going to be better? That's definitely the hope. My audio is going to be way better. But as a new YouTuber that's been around for a little bit of time, but now I'm just putting my feet in the water. I plan to actually keep going with this and providing better content and better visual content as well and audio content. So um, doing what I can with what I got. Starting now, even just starting before I'm ready, is the name of the game here. Just so that I can just let you know who I am and what I can provide for you. And that's been my main goal for my last two live cast and my live cast moving forward. Um, so anyway, I'm going to keep this one short and just give you kind of an update. Just to let you know, again, I'm going to be scaling back a little bit so I can concentrate a little bit more on my long form video, but you will be getting at least one video a week. For now, you might even get more, but I'm going to figure that out in terms of my schedule. But you'll always be getting new videos once a week, uh, every 5 p.m. Every 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's California time. So, um, yeah. So I'm going to be scaling back a little bit to concentrate on more enriching content. All right. So I wanted to thank you. Does anybody have any questions out there? Anybody? Anybody at all? No? That's fine. That's again totally cool if you don't. But I wanted to say thank you if you are traveling along and seeing my live cast here on repeat at a later date. Again, thank you. And goes without saying, I will leave you with this. I want to connect with you because your value connects with me. Thanks for sticking around.